Enough time for one more story. One more story before 12. Just to keep us warm.
Coach.
Oh, honey.
That's the name of the first episode, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, and welcome to All Aboard the Ghost Train. I am Dan Leith, and I'm joined today by comedian Jordan Robinson.
Hello.
And, of course, the person that scares me every day, Eden Grace.
Hi.
So, welcome to All Aboard the Ghost Train. It is the podcast about spooky things. We kind of talk about spooky things, fictional or true.
Yeah, in inverted commas.
Or true.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, kind of dissect them and just try to have a laugh. So if you're in for some spooky content today,
I'm very excited.
Anyway,
I love spooky
and thank you so much for joining me for the first podcast.
You're very welcome.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you for the sweets in a coffin-shaped box, as you can see if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yes.
Audio listeners, Jordy is now holding up a box. It is shaped like a coffin and filled with Halloween-shaped Haribo. Very nice.
We had these ones the other night. They're delish.
Yeah, we've actually had both of these because we enjoy
Bad,
spooky things. Mm-hmm. But yes, because this is our first episode, we thought, why not make the theme of today transport?
Oh,
because we're welcoming everyone on board.
Oh, okay. I
So,
like that. Good synergy there.
Good
I like
synergy. So I've asked Jordy and Eden and myself, that was the easiest ask, to try and find a spooky story, whether it is true, in parenthesis, quotation marks?
Inverted commas.
Inverted commas, there we go.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Or absolute fiction. But I guess I'm hosting this thing. So I think I should kick us off.
Oh,
okay.
I'm excited.
Yes, and my form of haunted transport is a bus. Oh. Now, have you heard?
Scary anyway.
They are scary.
There's
anyway.
nothing scarier than TransLink.
There's nothing scarier than TransLink, particularly their bus drivers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary enough. But have you heard of the Phantom Red Bus?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay, so the Phantom Red Bus sightings refer to a legendary number 7 double-decker bus that appeared in the early 1930s in North Kensington, London.
Ooh.
So witnesses reported seeing a bus with no driver or passengers, often described as being brightly lit and appearing out of nowhere, causing drivers to swerve and crash into objects. Which isn't ideal.
That's not
No,
ideal.
no, it's not great.
Ideal. The bus is likely to appear at 1:15 a.m., which seems nuts because who's running a bus then? Certainly not TransLink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're lucky if a bus appears at all.
They had 1:15 p.m.
Yeah, at 1:15 p.m. or at any point during the day. But the sightings of this Phantom Red Bus have been linked to several accidents, leading to widespread fear among motorists. So the legend has persisted for decades, with many accounts of the bus's eerie presence and its alleged role in causing numerous freak accidents. The bus was thought to be a bad omen, no shit, particularly for motorists at the junction of St. Mark's Road and Cambridge Gardens, where it is said to cause drivers to swerve and lose control before vanishing into thin air. It's been blamed for countless accidents and was allegedly seen as recently as 1990, which isn't that recent.
No, that's 35 years ago?
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm old. That's the scariest thing we've discovered on this podcast.
The passage of time.
So what do we make of the Phantom Red Bus?
So my knee-jerk reaction to it is that it's an insurance scam that the whole town are in on, that are getting into these like kind of vehicular crashes and they're all just blaming the same thing, just to con the insurance companies.
I mean, that could make sense.
And nothing that you say can change my mind on this. This is the hill I'm going to die on.
Okay. This is the hill Jordy's dying on. Insurance fraud. What do you think?
What do I think about it? I think maybe everyone was a bit mad, seeing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one believes in this. No one believes.
No. I'm sticking to my story.
Yeah.
I'm not in.
Okay. Well, I mean, less excitingly is the fact that this inspired Harry Potter.
Okay.
That bus. I don't know.
I've never seen. I've
the
never
night
seen them.
bus. I do know it's in here somewhere. You've never seen Harry Potter?
Never seen the Harry Potters.
What?
No.
Well, I never finished them.
I've not seen anything, and I've seen Harry Potter.
No, like
Harry Potter fans, please don't turn off at this point. We can be converted.
no, I went to boarding school growing up, so a lot of the Harry Potter stuff was like, you know, people renting it from Extravision and stuff like that, and you know, I didn't have that. I did have an Extravision account though.
Okay,
but I just didn't rent Harry Potter.
I mean, that's fair enough.
It was like more like, I don't know, like, you know, the American Pie Deuce Bigelow kind of thing.
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah,
why
you're a teenage
not?
boy, you need some form of entertainment, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Entertainment, release. But so you went to boarding school, but it was not at all like Harry Potter.
No. Oh, was Harry Potter set in boarding school? We are laughing and learning today.
Yeah. But it kind of goes to like Wizard Academy, which is kind of like boarding school.
Yeah.
Well, it is a boarding school. They don't go home, I think, ever. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
It's an analogy for heaven.
Who knows? I don't know. Essentially, what we've learned is the Phantom Bus inspired Harry Potter, but none of us really know.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I should have started this podcast asking where we stand on beliefs in general. Like, I mean, are you someone, Jordy, we'll start with you. Are you someone that believes in ghosts and the paranormal? Are you someone that is an absolute skeptic? Or are you someone that wants to believe?
I'm very, well, I've experienced one paranormal thing in my life, and my voice just went there, and I don't know if that was a ghost going like, yeah. I would like to say I am quite skeptical about things like that, although I so desperately want it to be true, because I'm at heart, I love all things horror and spooky, and Halloween and all that kind of stuff is it's my favorite holiday of the year. But to say I wholeheartedly believe in all that kind of stuff, I can't convince myself that I do.
Yeah.
But I very much want to believe.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Yeah.
I think that I'm way too cynical to believe, or at least that's a persona I like to carry off.
Life has beaten us to the point where we can't believe in anything anymore.
Yeah, and even I have suffered through a couple of supernatural experiences that I will talk about on later podcasts. But then, like, that night, it's real. You know, when shit's going down, I'm like, holy shit, this is real. And then when I go to like work the next day and go, you can't tell someone that. They'll think you're crazy. Which also, I might be. So. And Eden Grace, hi. You want to talk about Hi, there we go.
This is strange.
This is strange.
So I feel the same. Like, I really want to believe, and I do... I don't know. I see things that I really truly do believe, but more so I don't believe. Like videos on YouTube, things like that. I'm first to be like, that's a bunch of crock, you know? But I do want to believe, and I do think that there is something. What that is. I believe in something.
Well, maybe after many episodes of this podcast, we will find out what that is, or still not. I mean, many people have tried. I don't know why we would succeed. But that's not my only haunted bus story. Yeah,
you got two haunted bus, like specifically haunted bus stories.
Yeah, the other one is more Manchester based. So apparently the Brits get haunted by buses.
Yeah,
I don't know. But to be fair, we've discussed TransLink and how bad our...
Yeah, we are also haunted by buses.
We're haunted by buses in a different way.
Yeah, very much so.
But this one is called Stockport's Haunted Bus. It takes place in Stockport, you know?
So, as the name would suggest.
As the name might suggest. So tales of a Stockport bus said to be haunted have surfaced for years. Now residing in the Museum of Transport in Manchester, the number 321 began its life in the early 1950s and is said to have continued its service up until the late 1960s. Now, strange sightings are alleged to have been seen on the bus, including a small boy wearing 1950s style clothing. When the bus was bought by a group of transport enthusiasts, I don't know who they are.
Just say autistic people. It's easier. It's much easier.
Much easier. They were said to have been baffled by its excellent condition and relatively low mileage. Yeah, definitely. Definitely autistic. It said that the research discovered it had spent much of the time parked in the station after bus crews were reportedly reluctant to take it out due to believing it to be haunted. Further digging into its history is said to have revealed the bus has been involved in an accident in Reddish. I don't know where the fuck Reddish is.
Oh, is that a place?
I think it's
Okay,
a place,
okay.
yeah. In Reddish in the mid-50s, in which a small boy was knocked down and killed. So this is not a ghost bus, but a ghost on a bus. A ghost passenger, if you will. What do we think of this one?
My first thing
Yes.
is, why are all ghosts in like Victorian clothes? Why do we not have like Johnny from down the road who liked a couple of cans of Stella in his like trackies? Why is that?
5G.
5G?
I don't know.
Like the network?
So some of our modern tech is probably interfering.
I don't know. I just think I think it lends itself to like denying like kind of validity to the whole story, because I think people just have the idea of it being from like say 60 plus years ago, therefore people aren't used to it, it's unusual to them, therefore it's scary, you know, that kind of thing. So that's why I kind of call a little bit of bullshit with that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or do you think we're all too distracted nowadays? Like, think about how much you're on your phone,
Yeah.
or playing a computer game, or watching a screen in any way, shape, or form. There could be ghosts all around us.
That's
Like,
true.
But
back
we're
in the
just
day, there was
oblivious.
nothing to do. So either those people were seeing ghosts left, right, and center, or they were just making shit up because they were bored.
That's that's also true. That could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I also, if like I saw like somebody walking around in Victorian clothing and stuff like that, my first instinct wouldn't be to say that's a ghost. That's just a hipster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or just like weird cosplay.
yeah. This isn't exactly spooky, but it was in London or something like that. It was a Comic-Con recently, and somebody was dressed in like full SWAT gear, like cosplaying as somebody from, I don't know if it was Resident Evil or something like that, but somebody called the police on them, and there's like a full SWAT team took them down. It was a fun read.
Well, I mean,
Not exactly spooky, but
it's cool. I mean, it's spooky enough.
yeah, I mean,
Well, creepy. It depends on how you feel about cosplayers or armed forces. It could be unsettling to somebody.
yeah, a little bit of we went off the rails there, if you excuse the pun.
Yeah. First transport pun. Woo.
There'll be another one round in a minute.
So I've also found.
I thought the second one was better, I'm not gonna lie, but
Well, we're waiting for a pun, and then suddenly two come along at once. Yes, I've also found true accounts of weird shit that has happened on the bus. So I'm going to share some of these with you now.
so these are true?
These are true, not true in inverted commas.
Okay.
Or absolute fabrication. Okay, so I don't want to start with that one. That's nuts. Okay, so here's the first one. I was waiting for the bus late at night when a guy with a trench coat approached me and whispered, "Psst, hey, want some meat?" I immediately thought he was going to flash me, But before I could react, he opened his trench coat to reveal meat. Actual meat in styrofoam packages in his trench coat pockets.
Styrofoam?
Ground meat, chicken, all kinds of meat. Didn't even know what to say. I mumbled something about being a vegetarian and ran to a nearby convenience store. I actually think it would have been less creepy if he had flashed me.
Yeah.
So there's account number one. What would you do if someone came at you and tried to sell you meat?
I mean, I'm from Ashford, so weird
Is this a regular thing?
weird things happen. Like people try and sell you meat all the time.
I
It's all the heroin addicts, really. But what time of day was this?
They didn't
Doesn't
say.
say.
Oh, okay. I thought this actually happened to you, and I was
Oh, no,
like-
not... No, then it would be true.
I mean, I think if that was during the day, I would just pass it off. Like, okay, you're just a bit odd. If they're in the middle of the night, yeah, freaky.
Yeah, a little bit sinister.
And also, what's with the meat in styrofoam?
Oh, that's a common enough.
Yeah, you did. Is it?
Yeah, like so. For example, if you go to a butcher's, they have like a styrofoam kind of tray type thing that they wrap in like cling film.
Okay.
So like I've seen that in butchers before, so maybe that's what they mean. Or unless it was unpackaged and it was just in styrofoam, like that's the vessel that he has chosen to transport this meat. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I think I'd ask him how long it had been there. Like, you don't want to be like, off meat, would you?
Well, would you consider buying it?
Like, maybe.
What's the use by date? Well, it depends on the price of the meat, right?
Exactly, the price of the meat, the quality of the meat. Like, you know what? I'm going to do with some cheap meat.
Hey, a bargain's a bargain,
Bargain's a
Jordy.
bargain. Yeah.
No, I'm 100% good for meat, and that's what my response would be.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm set for meat. Thanks, bud.
Okay, this one. I've got another one now. It comes from America, LA.
Ooh.
Should I do an accent or should I?
Oh yes, 100% do an
Absolutely.
accent.
Yes, please.
I don't know what's going to come out of me.
Meat?
Meat. I was riding a not very crowded bus in LA when a very old woman gets on the bus. 80s? Question mark in parenthesis. She is wearing a skin-tight sequin dress, has crazy white hair, and is carrying some groceries. And she has an eye socket that has been completely gouged out. There is still dried blood, and she stands next to me. There were open seats. She keeps picking at her eye and wiping her hand on the grocery bags that were banging into me. She seemed perfectly fine, just a lady with a completely gouged out eyeball on the bus. Now, what do we think about that, not mentioning my horrific accent?
She wouldn't. Well, how would she be completely fine? She's got a gouged out eye. Is it fresh? Like, that's what I want to know.
Well, there's dried blood on it, so I'd assume
Fresh enough.
fresh
enough.
enough.
That would freak me out.
Yeah,
That would absolutely freak
that
me out.
that happened to me.
Especially
That
because she would
happened
be
to
so
you?
No,
calm.
Did you write this? Are you that Valley girl?
Yes. Yeah. No, I can do it. No, I was in when was it? 2011. I was in Chicago, and we went to like it's like a shopping mall, but it's like a skyscraper almost, but it's not like mega tall or anything like that. And there's a food court right up in the top, and I remember getting food there and seeing a guy sitting by himself, but he had he wasn't wearing an eye patch or anything like that, but he had no eyes, and
None
it just
at all?
No eyes?
no eyes. But
So you've won up this
yeah.
story.
So
By
I've
an eye.
doubled up, and like his eyelids weren't closed. It was just like open, and you could just see. It just looked like flesh. It was very creepy to see, and that haunted me for a while. I had nightmares after. But that food court is also where one of the Michael Keaton Batman things was set.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And was it crusty?
No, it didn't look crusty.
The eye's not Michael Keaton. I love you. I suppose we should say for this podcast, Eden Grace has a condition in which she can't control
I just
hiccuping.
bloody hiccup all the time.
Serious?
It's so annoying. Yeah,
Jeez.
like I hiccup every day without fail, and yeah, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, has it always been this way?
Yeah, ever since I was little. So I'll get like 2 or 3 hiccups, and then it'll stop, and then an hour later I might have like 3 or 4, and then it'll stop, And over the years, so many people have tried to give me like the cure for hiccups that I've just decided. I used to be really polite and do all the things, so I've like taken shots of vinegar, I pretty much waterboarded myself once because somebody was like, "You've got to do this, you've got to do that," and I was like, "Oh."
Why is George Bush telling you how to cure hiccups?
And now it's got to the point that I just have to be rude with people. I'm like, I've got a fucking condition. Leave me alone.
Oh, fuck.
Like, everyone knows the cure for hiccups. It's ridiculous.
So you don't want a cure for hiccups?
Yeah.
No. I find the best one is death.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'll
that will do
that'll
it.
cure
But
what
then you
ails
might
you.
come back as a hiccuping ghost.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool, but
Yeah.
you said it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, but, like-
for eternity now. But it's cool.
It's annoying because it like hurts my chest. But if I didn't, if I was a ghost,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a body. Well, maybe I would. But it wouldn't hurt me though, because I'd be dead.
I'm not sure how it works.
No.
I don't think anyone is.
No.
Which is kind of
Well,
why
we'll
we're
find
here.
out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I have one more creepy bus
Okay.
story.
I'm excited for this.
Saving the best for last. Oh, he says best. We'll see.
What
okay.
accent is it this time?
I'm just doing my own. So I was taking the last bus home from a friend's house at about 1 a.m. The bus is completely empty except for me and the bus driver. Until we get to a stop about 15 minutes from my house. A man gets on holding an animal carrying cage, sits directly next to me, and pulls a large, fuzzy rabbit out of the cage.
Cute.
He then sticks the rabbit down the front of his sweatpants and smiles creepily at me until I get off the bus. That's it. I don't think you went cute and then you were like,
Oh, less cute.
look at this face, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't sound spooky to me. That just sounds like shit that happens on the bus.
Shit that happens on the bus. A lot of shit does happen on the bus.
Shit
in
does
all
happen on the
fairness.
bus.
Yeah,
I think buses are very scary places,
they can be.
but I don't think that's like supernatural or spooky. It's just weird.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
At night there is the kind of spooky element to it though.
Yeah.
Like
that's true.
much more because I always used to have to get the Downpatrick bus home, like from Belfast at like what was it 10:30 the last one left or something like that, and I was always petrified because you can't see exactly where you are the same way you can with the car. So yeah, it has that like kind of spooky
it does have
element
an
to
element.
it. Yeah,
And a spooky element. Well, that's buses
yeah.
Woo.
as a spooky mode of transport.
Very good.
That's me. Who would like to go next? I guess is the question.
Should we rock paper scissors?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, this is going
Are
to
we
be
gonna
fun
get-
for
are
the
we-
YouTube viewers. I'll try to describe what is happening for the audio listeners. Okay,
Are we going on 3? Or
1, 2, 3, then go.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
so
shoot.
technically
It is-
going on 4.
It is so
Yes.
good that you clarified that.
I
because-
was about to
Oh,
as well.
you
Yeah,
got-
you need to do it. Okay,
Ready?
Yeah.
ready?
1, 2, 3.
Eden Grace has had a scissors, and
Oh,
Jordy
so-
has a rock. So Jordy's got to go next.
Perfect.
Okay, so I have 2 stories. One is a little bit longer, and it's not a theme of like buses like yours was, but it has something to do with travel.
Hey, it's fine. Any tenuous link will do.
Excellent. But I'll start with my actual story. So
Perfect.
this story here happened to me, as in it is a urban legend or old wives' tale that I was told during school. So we were about 16, 17, just leaving school age after 5th year. And some people were learning how to drive. And I come from like a rural community, so loads of people were already driving their dad's tractors or their uncle's tractor like to school and stuff like that. That's the kind of school I went to. And so loads of people started doing their driving tests, and it was kind of weird if you, because 17 you were legal to do the driving test, and if you didn't pass it on your first attempt as soon as you turned 17, you were weird.
Yeah.
So I had just turned 17 and I passed my driving test. And
Was this like folklore or just amongst your peers?
so no, sorry, I'm getting to it.
Okay,
it.
cool.
I'm sprinkling in a little context.
Nice.
So there's a road out near Ballygowan, near where I live, called Rivara Road, and the story is that if you drive down Rivara Road at 3 a.m. and turn your headlights off, you're going to see an old woman in front of your car. And if you do this and you see the old woman within a year, you're going to die in some type of car crash or something like that, road traffic incident or whatever they call it.
Okay.
So this is what I was told. I didn't always go to the school. I was a blow-in after third year. And so apparently there was, this has happened before and everybody knew about it, but I was kind of new to the school, so I didn't really know most of the people that lived around there. I didn't know the families or anything like that. So me and a group of my friends who were all the same way inclined, really liked horror and stuff like that. So we're like, okay, we'll give it a go. And if we see this like vision of a white lady in front of the car, we know never to get in the car for the next year or we're going to die. So one night, Friday, after we had youth club, we went to my friend's house and like we all stayed over. And then at about 2:30, we were like, right, okay, this is our time to go. So got out of the car, got out of the house and started driving down and waited until 5 minutes to 3. And then we started driving down the far side of our road and turned the lights off at 3 a.m. Nothing happened and we're fine.
Oh, was that?
And that was it. But there was a story about a couple of people who were a couple of years below us were unfortunately killed in a traffic accident. And the rumors that went around the group chat afterwards was that they had done that. And this is why they ended up in the car crash.
Oh, okay.
So, but nothing substantiated.
Interesting. Is this a good point to mention that my mother used to own a pharmacy in Ballygowan? And she's one hell of a prankster. Sue Badger on those roads again, killing kids.
I can see it.
My goodness. So that was.
No, that's cool. That's really interesting because my mum did work in Ballygowan. I've never heard that.
Oh, serious?
But yeah, but it's just a nice piece of urban legend, really,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. But like, you see, this is the thing. It's one of those things where I think if you go like 50 miles down the road, you will hear a different version of the story that happened in this town.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. But I guess that's the way urban legends are kind of spread, if you know what I mean. And sometimes there's truth in it, but then sometimes I think people are just thinking like this would make a good story kind of thing.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I remember when one of my neighbours, an old woman, tried to dry her poodle in the microwave.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh.
That's a famous
that's
urban legend.
Yeah.
Just reminded me of possibly in Michigan.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
You love that.
I love that so much.
And my next one might be as depressing as the last one in terms of people dying.
Well, I just thought you meant Ballygowan. But
So the next story. Do you guys know the story of Inga Hauser? So
no.
Inga Hauser in 1988. No, what were you going to say? But before you make this joke, let me tell you that she died very early.
I was like, she's Doogie's brother or sister. But it's not.
She died at an early age. So yeah, she was a German backpacker from Munich, and she came over to Northern Ireland during the 1988, so like right in the middle of the Troubles. And she got a ferry at the start of April. She got a ferry from Stranraer in Scotland over to Larne, and that was the last time anybody had seen her alive. A couple of days after that, her body was found in Ballypatrick Forest up the Antrim coast, so just outside of Cushendun. And to this day, no one has been found guilty of the murder. I don't know if anyone had ever been interviewed or anything for it, but not like it's a job interview for murder.
Yeah.
Interviewed as in the police interviewed them. But to this day, it remains an unsolved murder.
Wow, okay.
Which is terrifying. And you kind of have to believe in it because there's evidence.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that a ghost did it. Saying probably someone in Cushendun did it.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're not discounting ghosts because we don't know
Yeah, that's true.
anything for certain.
I did actually see a documentary on that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I saw that they had a load of the evidence was tampered with by the police, I believe. Stuff wasn't logged, things got mouldy, then they threw it away, and it was really difficult.
It sounds
like
like
I found it really interesting.
police in Northern Ireland, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary. In all different shapes and sizes.
Very much. So.
Well, that's fascinating, man.
It's it's scary, and like to this day, I still take tours up to Cushendun and Cushendall, and you still see the signs up asking for any information.
Wow.
So yeah.
And this was how long ago?
1988.
Yeah, that's a while
So,
ago.
That's older than the last sighting of the Phantom Red bus. That's 37 years.
Oh dear.
Oh wow. Okay. Shit.
So the travel aspect of that, if people are wondering how that ties into
What is don't come to Northern Ireland?
but yeah. Apart from that is the whole backpacking in terms of mode of transport.
Yeah.
Your own 2 feet.
Fair enough. So so far we're not safe on buses.
Nope.
We're not safe in cars.
Nope.
And we're not safe on our own 2 feet.
And slash the ferry from Stranraer to Lorne.
Oh, and that ferry. Well, I mean, I used to work on Stena Line
Yeah.
doing balloon modeling for kids, and that's the scariest thing that hopefully will ever happen to me. But is that your lot, Jordy?
Yeah, that's my 2.
Perfect, brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And that leaves us with the wonderful Eden Grace. Do you have a story to delight us with?
I really do.
Yeah.
I do.
And
yes.
is it?
So
Oh,
bad.
did you want to just go into colds or?
So it's just a short story, and I found it a while ago, and I had great fun with it. And I'm just going to tell you guys exactly. I think it was written by a small child.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it exactly as it's written, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as I did. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Please, broken English and everything. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be mistakes and everything.
Poor grammar, but brilliant.
Okay. So Herman was spending the night with some friends who lived in the country. He went to bed late and did not sleep well. Off in the distance, he thought he heard the sound of a horse-drawn carriage. He got up, went to the window and looked out. There, in the full moon, that was my mistake, not theirs.
Okay, fair enough.
In the full moon, he saw the carriage that he had heard right outside the house. The carriage looked like it was carrying a coffin. The driver of the carriage looked up at the window where Herman stood. The driver's face was ghostly pale and very thin. "All aboard!" the driver said to Herman. Herman stepped back from the window and lay back down on the bed. He eventually fell back into a fitful sleep. The very next morning, he told his friends about the carriage and driver that they had all decided that he'd just had a very bad dream. Later that day, Herman went back to his apartment in the city. Just as he started to board the elevator, he looked at the elevator operator. He saw the same pale, thin face that had belonged to the carriage driver. The elevator operator looked at Herman and said, "All aboard!"
I knew that was coming.
I love that so far these are 2 modes of transport you wouldn't say all aboard for as well. Horse-drawn carriage. And a fucking elevator. Although I will say, elevator operator, that's a fun thing to say.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's so fun.
Elevator operator.
Elevator operator. You can make it real sexy too, Jordy. Do it sexy.
Elevator operator.
Wow.
That's called Midwest sexting.
Well, I'm hard. Sorry, continue.
Oh, you're welcome. Herman stood back from the elevator and stood as if in a trance until a few moments later he was startled by a loud crash. The elevator cable had broken and the elevator had plummeted down, killing everyone on board. Later investigation discovered that the elevator operator had only been a temporary employee and hired only for that one day. The end. Yeah. So he just he didn't even work there. He just appeared. He did the thing. He did the all aboard. He did it very well.
Not as well as you did.
Thank you.
But why was he a horse-drawn carriage? First of all, was that
I mean, I don't.
was that his main job? And then he was
Yeah,
just
he gaslights.
moonlighting?
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
0 hour
Gaslights?
Yeah. He's got a 0 hour contract as an elevator operator.
He's gaslighting us because he's not operating on a train where you should, the only place you should be shouting all aboard.
When I found out about this podcast, I was like, right, I know what we're doing. First episode, and I was like, I'm going to dress up as a train conductor, but we didn't get that far.
Well, you did make a cake.
I did make a cake. It's
beautiful
sweating
cake.
in the light.
It's sweating in the light. It's covered in lots of ghosts.
Yeah.
I would try to hold it up to the camera, but
Well, I can
Go on,
try.
you could try, but I feel like it might slide. It seems like a slidey boy.
It's not moving.
does.
It's not.
It's very wet, doesn't it? Wet ghosts. Do we like
Brilliant.
damn ghosts, yeah?
We love. I love ghosts.
Yeah.
Sex with
We'll,
ghosts.
we'll say no more about that. I might get jealous.
Yeah, fair enough. So what was that story called? The elevator operator. If it wasn't,
Yeah.
I was just
Or
checking because
all aboard, or does it have a title? I don't know if mine did either.
oh yes, it's called the elevator operator.
Oh, it is.
There you go.
It's
Nice.
so fun to say.
Which is, it is fun to say.
There you go.
That's amazing. So, yes, horse-drawn carriages and elevators are also not safe
No.
for us at this point. So now I think well, that's our creepy tales for this week. What we're going to move on to now is essentially Eden is a brand new baby bird that has somehow gone through life without watching most movies or reading books of escapism. A few things here and there, but when it comes to horror and stuff like that, she's a brand new baby bird.
I am.
So
Okay.
I thought we'd do a little section
Okay.
where we recommend to Eden maybe some pieces of media, maybe a film, maybe a book, maybe I don't know, a spooky play. There's not that many of those, and they may not be on at the minute. That's a terrible suggestion. But anything that comes to mind based on what we've been talking about, that Eden can watch and then give us her thoughts about next week,
me.
or that the listeners and viewers should go and check out.
Yeah. Does it have to be transport related?
Yes,
Okay. Excellent.
unless you've seen something right now that you're just being like, and you've just come back from Switzerland.
Yeah, I
well.
have. Yeah, I was on
Yeah.
loads of trains and no buses, all trains.
That's probably
All buses?
smart.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
No,
well,
no, sorry.
Not after what
No
we've.
buses.
No buses, all trains.
Oh well, I mean that's good because we did not have one haunted train story,
Yeah.
which probably
And-
means we could do another episode solely on trains.
Yeah, Switzerland was cool.
Yeah, anything spooky,
No, well,
or is it pretty neutral?
well, I mean, it's very gothic architecture in some places. Like we were in a French-speaking part, and then we went to a German-speaking part, and architectural. I can't say that word properly. Architecturally. Thank you.
I prefer the way you say it, Jordy.
The French town that we, or French city that we were in, was a lot spookier, and it was like it kind of felt like Edinburgh. Everything was on a hill, and like
no matter what way you're going, it's
exactly,
up.
yeah. It just defies physics. But yeah, it's like old cathedrals and stuff like that. Old kind of wooden stairs that have been there since the 1400s. Obviously replaced with different wood, but like the stairs themselves have been in that location since the 1400s. Not that spooky. I was there primarily for sporting reasons rather than spooky reasons, but I do love a wee spooky tour.
Yeah.
Door.
Spooky door? Did you say?
So you say
No,
spooky.
spooky tour. Like spooky tour.
I mean, he also loves the spooky door.
What are those about?
That's next week's episode.
Doors. That could be good. We could do
that
that.
could
I
be
mean,
good.
it's decided.
That could be
There
good.
we are.
Brilliant.
But yeah.
But any media recommendations
So,
at all? It could be as weird as wonderful, or
oh yes, I've got one. Midnight Meat Train.
Seen it.
What?
I've
What?
actually seen
What?
it. I have.
You can't do this to us. You can't be like, oh, I've not seen anything.
Should I just
And
bring
then-
it a little?
I was so happy that I was able to not only get a transport reference in, but a meat one as well. We were talking about meat
I know,
earlier.
it's the meat bus guy.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
You've ruined my
I'm
podcast.
just gonna go.
but have you seen the midnight bus meat train?
Oh, I know. I've got another one.
I fucked that up.
The midnight meat bus.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I haven't seen that one.
I think my uncle had that on VHS. That he hid inside the ET.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that one if I were you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the midnight meat train. So for those of you that might not have seen this, you're talking about the film?
The film with Bradley Cooper and Vinnie Jones.
Yeah, that's right.
I know
think
you forget
I've
Bradley
seen
Cooper's
it.
in it.
I've seen it, and I can't remember much about it.
I mean, I think the crux of it, I have seen it, but kind of like you, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Basically, like Vinnie Jones is like a murderer on a subway train, and Bradley Cooper's a photographer, and numerous other things happen. 90 minutes.
Yeah, 90 minutes of assorted meat on trains.
Yeah.
So
that's
yeah, no, it's
essentially
based on a Clive Barker short story, which I've read as well, which was in Books of Blood. And I think, the short story was like 4 pages long of maybe there's a serial killer on a train. And then also, did they go to some sort of like underground demon realm? Or might be mixing things up. I don't know.
I don't really remember. I just remember them being on a train and there being a lot of like slashing and trashing.
Slashing and trashing.
Yeah.
Just cutting people up and then
Yeah.
shit talking them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, obviously, Midnight Meat Train is a memorable,
Oh yeah.
memorable
clearly.
time.
Yeah.
All
It's left
round.
its stamp.
It's left its stamp somewhere, but not here. But no, thanks for that, Jordy. Anything else, or you?
I'm still flicking through my head to think
Okay,
of any other.
I think I've got one now, just due to the elevator operator.
Oh, I might know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Go on, say it.
Well, there's several.
Okay.
I mean, there was Devil. I never watched that.
Yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Well, didn't he just produce it?
I didn't. I thought he directed it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. This is not one of the hills I'll be dying on today.
No. Fuck that film. I'm talking about I don't know where this fucking guy's from either. I've only seen, so essentially a human being made a movie about a killer elevator in the late 80s, which was called The Lift, and that man's name, I shit you not, is Dick Maas.
Dick Maas.
Yeah, Maas, I think.
Very good.
And I don't know if he's Dutch. I'm not sure.
I would like to think he's Dutch.
I've not seen the original, but I have seen the American remake, and it's called The Shaft.
Very good.
The Shaft
10 out of 10.
by Dick Maas. And have you seen this, Jordy?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, you have to watch it. People talk about The Room or Troll 2 being like the best worst movie of all time. I think it's Dick Maas's The Shaft. It's about a killer elevator. It stars Naomi Watts just before she got super famous. Ron Perlman's in it. Michael Ironside. James Hurley from Twin Peaks. I don't know what his fucking real name is. And it's batshit crazy. Like, it is so beautifully terrible that it's unbelievable.
It's on the list for Halloween this year.
It's on that. I think we should all go away and watch.
Yeah. Regroup next week.
Yeah, regroup next week. And
Yeah.
like, if you're talking about this elevator does not have an operator.
Boring.
I mean, it has scenes where I can't remember really much about it, other than a bunch of pregnant women try to give birth in the elevator all at once at one point, I think.
Maybe that's why they don't have an operator.
Yeah, maybe.
They're like, fuck this, I'm out. They all quit.
And yeah, I'm not going to do it justice talking about it. I think we should watch it.
Let's watch it.
And then we should talk about it again
Sounds
in the
great.
future. And I was also going to say Midnight Meat Train because...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
there
you
you go.
were? And
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Have you seen Ghost Ship?
No.
Oh.
I was going to say either Poseidon or Ghost Ship. Now, I have never seen either of them, but I do I love a nautical horror movie.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's we're gonna do nautical
yeah.
another time.
Okay.
But like the opening of Ghost Ship is sick. It's metal.
Oh, I've
It's,
never seen it. So.
Oh right,
Yeah.
The rest of it is the worst film you've ever seen. But we'll get on to that.
Yeah.
In the future. And do you have anything by chance that?
I don't know if I do.
I mean, didn't he do a live action Thomas the Tank Engine? Was that disturbing
I've
with
ne-
Alec Baldwin?
I've never seen Thomas the Tank Engine, so.
You've never seen Thomas the Tank
No.
Engine?
See, I've got 3 older brothers, and they just wanted to watch stuff that I didn't want to watch, like football or really scary movies when I was like 5. So I just opted out. I don't know what I was doing, but I just didn't seem to not seen anything. Or things I have seen, I can't remember if I've seen them. I don't know if that's trauma or. But let's think quickly. Transport-wise, no, I've seen Midnight Meat Train.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
There we are, the Midnight Meat Train.
Yeah. Would you recommend it?
I don't remember anything.
I think
Probably
that's.
yes. I'm gonna
It took
say
us on a
yes.
journey,
Yeah.
an unmemorable journey.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
Glasgow subway. It just went round in a circle.
Sweet. Well, that's media recommendations. I think maybe I should recommend reading Terror 20,000 Feet as well. That's airplanes. That's probably another whole thing. Richard Matheson's story that was famously a Twilight Zone episode with the young William
yes.
Shatner seeing a
Yes,
gremlin
yeah.
on the wing.
Yeah.
Or as
That
The
classic.
Simpsons did it,
Yeah.
Terror 2.5 feet
Yeah.
with a gremlin on the
Fantastic.
side of the bus.
I will never not.
I've seen that.
You've seen that?
You've
yeah.
seen
The
that? Yeah,
Simpsons one,
the
yeah.
Treehouse of Horrors.
Yes.
That's my Halloween.
No.
Yeah.
No. Sweet. Well, that's great for media recommendations. And now we're moving on to spooky things that have happened in the news.
What big thing has happened in the news recently that we can talk about?
I mean, not much.
Yeah, there really isn't when you think about it.
I think the main thing is I think the Conjuring house is up for sale.
Yeah, and that guy Matt Rife bought the Annabelle doll.
Yes, I was going to say
Yeah.
that.
Did he
Did
buy?
he die?
Did no.
No?
No,
Oh, not the guy that bought it.
So
but
the guy that was looking after it did die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And apparently she was
Okay.
sat in the car. Like he'd taken her out of his out of the cage and he'd taken her somewhere. She was sat in the car and he died. And everyone's like, "What the fuck is that related?"
I think the last I heard about Animal before this is I glimpsed this piece of news, but I haven't looked into it. But the last I heard was this guy was taking her out traveling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and people were like, "Why would you do that if she's really cursed? Surely you're like," because I think you know about Ed and Lorraine Warren, the Warrens.
No.
They were famous ghost hunters.
Okay, yeah.
Charlatans. That they like investigated so many cases, Amityville Horror, all of that shit. All of the Conjuring films are based on them, but like played by
Patrick Wilson and Emilia Firmiglio.
yes,
Firmiglio.
I don't know.
One of the two.
Yeah. Who are great actors, but those movies, I think, bar the first one.
Yeah. Have you seen Ed and Lorraine Warren in real life?
Yeah, exactly. This is what we have to describe to
Yeah.
Eden now. It's like talk about Hollywooding something up.
Okay.
Ed and Lorraine Warren. Let's see if I can get a picture of them. You can try and describe them.
Pig people.
Big people.
They had chickens out the back, didn't they? That was the thing.
Yeah. They
Pig people.
people
So
who
they look like pigs.
kind of resemble pigs. Yeah. And not in a disparaging way, of course.
Do they sound like pigs?
No, they kind of were they Connecticut, New Jersey, somewhere on the East Coast. So
There they are. There, Ed and Lorraine Warren. You can just take
yeah,
that.
try and describe them for the audio listeners.
Well, he just looks fucking shocked with like lots of necks.
They see for
Yeah,
they
big
say for
person.
every ghost you see, you gain an extra neck. I think that's.
I mean, I'm not seeing the pig.
Oh, what with Ed?
Oh, this one though. Is that them?
That could be them, like in later years. They died. When did they die?
2010, I think Lorraine died.
And then
Could be wrong, but Ed died
followed.
long before that.
Oh,
Yeah,
long before.
yeah. Oh, come on, that is a pig man.
That's definitely a pig man.
Yeah. Oh well, Lorraine, I don't know. owner of Pigman, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I will find these pictures and put them up on the video
Yeah.
as well for anyone watching. But yes, and how they are played in the movie.
The reveal will be good here.
Look at them there.
What? What? Wow. Yeah, well, that's not.
That's a Hollywood glow up, right?
That's
yeah,
a Hollywood.
That's a glow up. Yeah.
Glow up. But yes, anyway, so they owned Annabelle.
Okay.
And they used to have a little museum of curiosities, shall we say. Museum of curiosities from all of the haunted cases they had worked on.
Okay.
But then obviously after they had died, they left and ordered. They like, Annabelle must not be moved from her case. And so this guy went, you know what?
Egon done it.
Let's take her on tour.
Yeah.
And then he died. I didn't know he died. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
insane.
he died.
Yeah, he died. But that guy, Matt Rife, so he didn't buy Annabelle. I think he bought the rights to Annabelle.
Oh, I thought he bought the museum.
No, I don't think so, because I think it's still run by the son-in-law of the Warrens, who was married to Judy, which is the daughter of Ed and Lorraine.
Are you keeping up with this?
Yeah, it's like a soap opera. Like,
Yeah,
so
Matt Rife just bought the rights there?
I think so. I could be wrong
Is
with
in
that.
the IP? Or
No, not the end. Like the rights to be able to, like, I don't know,
take her on tour.
take her on tour essentially. And I would love it if he does like a Netflix special and then like just has Annabelle sitting there on stage while he's doing his stand-up set, because that is the only way you'll get me to watch Matt Rife do stand-up.
Well, I mean, that's fair enough. I would be in hard agreement with you there. Who knows? Maybe he'll be cursed.
Yeah, let's find out.
It's funny because I was actually, it's the first time I had listened to the last podcast on the left, which you recommended to me. And the first one I just scrolled, picked one, didn't even look. And they were talking about that. And apparently, yeah, the guy who owned her before, was staying in a hotel and he was just taking her out everywhere. And she was sat in the car and apparently he died of like some severe heart attack.
Yeah.
And yeah, everyone was like, was it her? Was it not? I think it was her.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of, when the scenario is like, as skeptical as I am, when everything kind of like lines itself up there, it makes me question it.
Like, I feel like he's been told what to do and what not to do. It's too much of a coincidence. Apparently he was like a very healthy man, you know, and yeah.
Have you seen the real life Annabelle, by the
Yes.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is there not
Raggedy Ann.
is there a film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and they
There's
keep her
three.
in the like under what's the bit underground? There's an attic and there's a
Basement.
basement. I was gonna say dungeon. That's not quite right, is it? I'm pretty sure I've seen a film. Whether or not there's probably
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
that's the Annabelle doll in
Yes.
the film. And then the Annabelle doll in real life is like that.
That it's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Is it literally
it's an actual brand,
An actual Raggedy Ann doll?
That looks like your mum's doll.
Oh, that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
We plant the seed of that. My mum has the creepiest doll, but we need to save it for
Yes.
and a really creepy, unnerving story that I should
Yes.
clarify if we're able to tell.
We might
Oh,
not be
okay.
able to.
We might not be able to, but let's plant that seed there.
Little farmers over here planting seeds.
But anyway, I think that's what was spooky in the news. I mean, there was another story about apparently someone went missing years ago, and they've said that she's been kidnapped by a djinn.
A Djinn?
Ooh,
Yeah.
I know what that is now.
I think I've heard of it before, but clarify for me so I can sound smart.
What a djinn is?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a wish demon, but I could be wrong about that. Do you know?
I don't know, but the only reason I know the name is because we've been playing Phasmophobia,
Oh, yeah.
and there are djinns that you can catch on there, but we haven't discovered a djinn yet.
No. Well, I've discovered many djinns in my time.
Oh, well, yeah.
Gordon's Tanqueray.
There's a little bit of different spelling there. So djinns, also romanized as Djinn with a DJ. Yeah, genies, supernatural beings in pre-Islamic Arabian religion and Islam. So I think there's a bit of wish giving in there. Maybe she wanted to go missing. I don't know. I literally read the headline of this one,
We'll go with this.
clicked into the article and went, yeah, this sounds like nonsense. It sounds like one person is like, no, definitely Djinn's did it.
Yeah. Well, if you ask my opinions, it was the Djinn.
It was the Djinn.
But anyway, I think that'll do us for our first
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
episode of All Aboard the Ghost Train.
I
Jordy,
think we should eat some cake.
we should eat some
Yeah,
cake.
yeah,
Should we eat some
I'm down.
cake now?
Yeah,
And we might end the podcast here.
that's fine.
And or do a little outro music or something, and we'll divvy up some cake.
Something less
Yeah.
spooky than eating, yeah. More spooky than eating, sorry.
Jordy, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Eden Grace, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've been Dan Leith. This has been All Aboard the Ghost Train. If you have any spooky stories that you would like to share, then feel free to
Send them in.
send them in. Even though no one's probably watching this or listening to it yet. Either way, stay spooky. I'll think of a better exit line.
No, that's pretty good.
Be careful of the meat man.
Be careful of the meat man. That's just good advice. Right, cake.
Okay.